Hi, I'm Jim.
And I'm Becca.
And we are professional Englishists. So, a week and a half ago or so, 2 Thursdays ago, we went to see the Fault in Our Stars movie on the Night Before Our Stars screening thing. And it was really good.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it really was. It was probably the most faithful movie adaptation from a book I've ever seen, as far as like just strict movie adaptation.
Yeah, I would have to say it was actually very close to the book.
It was very close to the book. The only one that I can think of that comes close is actually Perks of Being a Wallflower, but it's funny.
I haven't seen the movie.
It's funny because I watched the movie first, and then I just finished the book.
Oh wow! I get my book back.
Yeah, you can. I'll get my book back. I just finished the book, and it's very, very close. Like it was like I was reading the book, and I'm like, oh, yeah, they did not change very much.
I missed my Amazon window for seeing the movie because you know how like Amazon
right, yeah.
comes out, they're like, oh, rent it for $4.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, it'll be $4 for a while.
We should rent it at some point because I would not mind seeing it again now that I've read the book. And actually, another similar thing between those two adaptations is that they're cast very well, which I think is probably the most important thing, is casting. Because most of the time, like, if you change something, like, if you take something out of a book from, like, when you translate it to a movie or something like that, that doesn't bother me very much, because I always have the book. Like, I can always read that section. Yeah. But if it's cast badly, it's very hard for me to get those characters out of my head as those actors. Yeah. And so even when I read the book, it's kind of ruined because...
See, alright, I had one experience. I read Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman.
Sure.
First. Mm-hmm. And I think that, like, I'm not sure about this, but I think that the TV special of Neverwhere came out before the book, I think.
Okay.
But I didn't see, like, the BBC special until long after I read the book, and the characters were solidified in my head. Mm-hmm. So then when I saw it, it was cast all wrong. Specifically, the Marquis de Carabas, who I love. Like, he's my favorite character. And when I saw the actor who played him, I'm sorry, actor, I'm sure you're a lovely person, but you are not my Marquis. And I was really upset. Oh, but back to Fault in Our Stars. Hanky warning. I went through, like, 8.
I went through 9, and then Arwen went through like 4 or something, or 5.
I swear, like, when it started, because I had read the book, I almost immediately started crying.
It's funny, because, like, you know when the parts are coming up that you're going to cry. So I actually preemptively grabbed a tissue, and I'm like, I know I'm going to cry.
Let's just prepare.
Yeah, and I didn't even mean to, I wore my DFTBA University shirt. When I went, I did not wear this, and I had this. This is a Hectic Glow bracelet thing that I got because I have the John Green read audiobook version of The Fault in Our Stars, and I completely forgot I had it, and I could have worn it, and I didn't.
The girl behind us in line was decked out. Like, she had the shirt, she drew all over her arms, like, she was seriously a fan. Like, she was a nerd fighter to the core.
We got some swag. We got a TFiOS star bracelet, and we got posters, which actually they're right there.
The poster is here? The bracelet was somewhere else, I thought.
Yeah, the bracelet.
This
is the poster, and then.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I knew I saw it.
This is the bracelet, which we don't have out of the packaging yet.
You know, I was contemplating it, but I never wear bracelets. They don't get small enough for my wrists.
So the Fault in Our Stars, the movie was very, very good.
Mm-hmm. The Night Before Our Stars was awesome because we had, like, a little concert afterward. Yeah,
we did, and with Nat Wolff and his brother Alex, and a Q&A thing by Alton Brown, which was kind of interesting and weird.
I like Alton Brown. I mean, let's face it.
I do too.
Good Eats was an awesome show.
Yeah. So that was cool. I don't know. It was not who I was expecting to host that. Like, I was just like, oh, that's weird.
I was a little bummed. You were allowed to tweet your questions, but then apparently there was a studio audience.
Right,
And so they kind of hop back and forth between Twitter and studio audience. But that meant that, like, if you were there, you had a lot better chance of being picked than if you were
actually in the studio.
I'm just sore, though, because I posted, like, a lot of questions and none of them were picked.
In response to our last video, we still haven't got a whole lot of votes on what book you guys want to cover.
Read and discuss?
Yeah. So I think that if you guys could just, if you haven't voted yet, go back and do that on the previous video. I'll put the link here-ish. And that would be great, because we really want to know sort of what people are interested in reading. Right now it's pretty much tied. I think you said you got an extra vote for Perks.
Yeah, my friend Josh just voted for Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of want to vote for uglies. But that's just me.
I'm sort of abstaining from voting. Because
yeah.
I wanna know what other people want. But I'd be okay with any of them.
I've read Perks. Perks is fantastic.
Yeah, Ugly is the only one I haven't read at this point.
I'm about 20 pages in. I need to get more time.
So don't forget to vote on the previous video.
Yes, please.
And I don't know what we're going to talk about next week.
I don't know.
We might go back to lessons. A few people have said that we should go sort of back and forth on this sort of like talking just
casually,
hanging
out.
And then also doing more sort of
structured lessons. I know we had a request for dashes, and we had a request for passive voice.
Yep, and we also had a request for actually how to use apostrophes, which I'm actually going to turn into a explanation of why we use apostrophes the way we do.
Oh yeah.
Which I think is interesting.
All right.
All right. So we'll see you next week then.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.